The time to make life-changing wealth is upon us. This Q4 is going to be like none before it. And if you play this market correctly, life-changing, if not generational changing wealth is at the end of it. Here's why I believe now is currently the best time to be stocking up on NFTs. There's a lot of new money introduced into crypto and NFTs as we speak. The amount of people in Discord general chats that don't even know what DAOs are is absolutely mind-boggling. This Q4 is going to be like none before it. The demand that's currently entering in the market as we speak is going to absolutely blow past any and all expectations we had. Big money is beginning to FOMO. With Valkyrie Bitcoin Strategy ETF approved and the Nasdaq hinting at an SEC approval, big money is about to enter the market quickly. Well, that begs the question, what do I do? Well, I can't tell you what to do, because that would be financial advice. And over here, we don't do none of that. I'm only documenting what I'm doing for your own entertainment and possible ad revenue. So hit the like and subscribe and stay tuned, because I'm about to go over what I did this week. What's going on, guys? Today is October 16th. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys an update on all of my NFT plays, all of my NFT mints, and my overall thought process on the market at the moment. So this week was an interesting week. We took part in a couple of mints, most of which didn't really go very well. So we took part in Jungle Freaks, which went something like this. Gas 6 ETH. There's no fucking way. Alright, we got 10 seconds. Let's go. Yo, if the gas is 6 ETH, I'm gonna cry. Oops, I'm doing it wrong. Oh, no, please. Please don't do this to me. Please don't do this to me. No, please don't do this to me. You cannot be fucking serious. How is gas 3600 right now? We also minted a Astro Baby, and we were actually lucky enough to mint 2 Skyline NFTs. Now, hindsight, we actually could have just bought more for cheaper on the secondary market, because there was a lot of paper hands and soy boys in this market at the moment. So there's a lot of paper hands still in the market at the moment, which is causing the floor for good projects such as Skyline to be going below the mint price. Now this is kind of sad, but there's also a good opportunity to scoop up more, which I did. We went ahead and pulled out that broom and got the sweep in the floor. We were actually able to scoop up 12 Skyline NFTs, 4 of which are rare. We got 4 UFOs, which actually looks sick as fuck. So I'm super excited for this. I actually had to make some bad sells to actually get into this project. I sold one of my stylish studs for 1 Solana loss. I feel like that's just a every week thing where I'm buying one stylish stud for like 6 or 7, and then I'm selling it for like 5 or 6, and then I lose like 1 Solana plus the fees. It's just a bad cycle that I keep repeating, and honestly, stylish studs are going to be worth a lot more in the future, especially once the game comes out. So I really have to get out of that bad habit of selling a stylish stud. Just to do a small recap, we got a Astro Babies, we got 2 Skyline mints, and then we scooped up 10 more, and then we absolutely took an L on the Jungle Freaks. We also took a fat juicy L on the, what was the other one? I don't even remember the other project. I don't even remember it. This project right here, I can't remember the name off the top of my head. This project right here, we also took an L on. This was actually a free mint, and they sold out instantly. Literally instantly. Partially my fault. I feel like I got to the link fast enough to actually mint, but my ape little brain decided to mistype human like 6 times. For some reason, when you're dialed in trying to mint as fast as possible, you disregard something as simple as type in the words human. I just kept typing in word. I was trying to go for a mint so fast, I was just typing in anything random. I don't understand. Looking back on it, looking at the recording now that I'm editing it, it's actually kind of hilarious. I just kept mistyping this. I didn't know what to type. I just typed random shit. But I feel like if I did it correctly, I would have had enough time to get enough tries at the mint button to actually mint one. But this did sell out within like 5 seconds. They were free mints, and the project actually looks really fucking good, and the team behind it looks really good. What I'm noticing is really good projects are actually giving away their NFTs for free, because they're going to make a lot more money on the back end on the project. And that's probably the way to do it, to be honest. You're going to get a lot of free marketing. You're going to get a lot of people on your Twitter page, on your site, people talking about it. secondary market's going to be pretty stable too, since it's free. I mean, most people are going to be incentivized to just hold it and wait for the game. There's going to be there's going to be some degenerate soy boy paper hands that are going to sell for like 1 or 2 Solana or whatever, but we like to profit off of those. We like to profit off of people like that. So if we look at the roadmap for Skyline NFT, honestly, there's not much. What I'm really banking on is that the fact that this is the first ever header NFT in crypto. Across any blockchain, this is the very first header NFT in existence, and I think that's going to hold some weight, especially since this is some actually beautiful art. So one thing to note from the roadmap is they're going to create a Skyline store where you can order a print, and it requires you to actually burn the NFT. So this is going to have a burning mechanism which will slowly decrease the supply over time. I don't know how many people are actually going to be doing this because it requires you to actually burn your NFT, but I wouldn't be surprised if some people do it, being that the current floor at the moment it's not very high and the art is actually pretty good enough to actually put on a wall. So I wouldn't be surprised if some people actually do some of this. They also have a launchpad coming to onboard new art on Solana. This is pretty good. I don't know how well this is actually going to be executed, but it's something to keep. But it's definitely something to keep note of. The rest of the roadmap is pretty generic and basic, but like I said, I'm really banking on the fact that this is the first ever header NFT, and the art is actually really good. So I'm putting my money on that. I'm putting my money on that alone. Whenever something is the first of something, especially when it comes to blockchain, it has a historic effect to it, and there's always a little bit more value to it just because of that. Also, there's only 5,500 of these, so I wouldn't expect floor to be somewhere between 5. I think that's fair. Somewhere between 5, maybe even as high as 10 one day. I don't know, but these are beautiful and I like holding them, so we're definitely going to do that. Also, the very first sentence in the roadmap is the future of your landscape in the metaverse. So I don't know how far they're going to actually go with this, but if you look at the art, it's very similar to Solsteads, and I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people who own Solsteads would also like to cop some of these because it's going to pair very well together. So I'm holding these in similar regards to Solsteads. I understand Solsteads is a little bit more advanced in how far they want to go with the metaverse, but I believe anything that is going to be in the metaverse, especially art related and historical value related, is going to be worth something. You know, the first ever metaverse housing, the first ever metaverse units of housing are definitely going to be huge. There's one that's coming out, it's called Towers. There's one on Ethereum, and there's also one on Solana. The one on Solana I'm actually a little scared of going for, mainly because I heard something about a possible rug, or the fact that they copied it directly from the one on Ethereum. I don't know 100% if I'm going to be going for that one or not, but the fact that it's an option is very intriguing alone. So I would not be surprised if people have these as digital metaverse art galleries in their home. So